Hey, Witches of the Moon, it is Jess Spellbound here. Sorry, I am a mess. It is Wednesday already. We are halfway through the week. I hope all of you are still chugging along and trying in the best way possible to stay positive through this experience that has so crazy. So, surviving by a sliver. I've said last week too, I think the week before, however long, I am working from home on the computer. So it has been interesting for me. So just before we jump into mediumship, which is super, super exciting. All right, you know what? We'll jump into mediumship first. And then I'll talk to you about like other random things that I've pulled to the side. Because I am a random person and I like discussing things. So, all right, mediumship. Now, this is such a wide topic. There are 1,000 different ways to talk about this. So, again, I am going to do a very, very narrow scope, my own, of how I practice mediumship. And excuse me for looking disheveled. It has been that kind of day. Any minute now, I am going to start singing Little Girls by Miss Hannigan because I have 2 little girls, so I'm there. Minus the drinking. I don't drink. But anyway, told you, random. Okay, mediumship. So, the way I practice mediumship is through the tarot. And okay, see, here we're going to start building into layers, right? Mediumship to me is going into it, knowing who you're trying to contact. Mediumship is about contacting a very specific person in my mind, right? Because we don't all, but I do ancestor work. Because I feel like that's just a way of me staying connected to my line, to my family line. So I do I do have an ancestor altar set up. So mediumship to me is not ancestor work. Mediumship is contacting people that you have a connection to. It's people that you have some kind of link to. This is how I do it, okay? This is not, I'm not saying this is how everybody does it. For me, this is how I do it. Or this is how I look at it. So, now, you can do mediumship to relatives, friends, people that you want to contact that have passed over, or it's just going to be the overall idea that someone you know is going to come through. That someone you know is going to be the one that's going to pick up the other end when I'm trying to, put out the call. So let me, because all my cards are right here and I'm going to be really, oh, here it is. I'm sorry, you guys. Here, you want to see what I do over here? So there's some tarot bags, and I'm just trying to get this one, and I can't. And do you see my babies? That's my Lucifer baby, and I love him. That's just his name. Don't anybody get crazy or offended or start throwing stuff at me, because it's not the point of that. He's just a happy little devil baby, demon baby. He's got horns, and he's adorable. So when I'm doing a mediumship reading or a medium reading or a reading, trying to contact outside, whether it's goddess energy, familial energy, this is the deck that I go to. This is the one for me that is so spiritual to me. It is just a connection. And I had this deck lying around for a really long time and never touched it. And then I did one reading with it, and it just took off from there. This is a local artist for me. Her name is Jess Gore, and I think this deck is called like Crystals and Shadows, or Bone and Crystal. But I bought this maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Actually, I didn't even buy it. A friend of mine bought it for me. So I choose to do mediumship through the tarot because it is a comfortable space for me. Now, if you've been watching these videos since last year, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, isn't this dangerous? You don't do any protection. Because I don't really when I'm doing a standard tarot reading. I'll put crystals up, I'll say my little prayer, and that's about as far as it goes. With any kind of communication of where it's not, guys, I'm sorry, where it's not my specific guides that are giving me the information. It is not someone necessarily directly connected to me, and that's why I tend to do way more protection when it comes to other people's energies, when it comes into bringing in, and when you're bringing in other people's energies. And with the standard tarot reading, you can do this too. And at being empathic, being intuitive, all of it goes hand in hand. Now, with mediumship, I do believe that if you're doing it for somebody else and not just for yourself, there does have to be a very strict level of protection to protect yourself, to protect, if you're doing it in your home, to protect your home and the other people who live in it. So when I do mediumship readings, I will guard myself to the nines. There was a situation with someone at work, and I had to do a little bit of digging, a little bit of mediumship to kind of put out feelers for what might have been around. I did not protect myself as well as I thought I had, and I was exhausted for like 3 weeks until I realized that that energy drain was coming from somewhere that I had invited in, and completely over the course of a few days was really run down because something else was taking my energy. So when doing mediumship, you really, really need to be careful. Now, a great way to begin mediumship, in my opinion, is meditation. Meditation, I think, is the key to 90% of witchcraft. It is being able to tap into your energy with a clear and direct focus. So if you need help setting intention or anything, meditation to me, and being able to clear your mind and visualize things is the main factor at work. I'm sorry. Can you see my dog? He's on my kitchen table. River, get down. Rev, get down, please. River, get. He knows I'm not getting up to get him. That's why he's still up there. He thinks he's a cat. Oh. Okay. This is what I get. This is what happens after a month of quarantine. Okay, so protection, meditation, those are the two key elements to doing so much in witchcraft. And mediumship is really treading a fine line of here and the other side. So you want to make sure you take precaution whenever you do it, even if it is just simply visualization and lighting a white candle. River, get out of the garbage. Sorry. On for round 2. Here comes my little one.
What's wrong, Mommy?
Nothing, honey. Mommy was just yelling at River. I'm doing a video. Can you please go back in the bedroom? So those are 2 main things that you need to work on. And if you can meditate properly, and once you get the hang of meditation, Eliana, stop. They cannot see your face.
There's no Eric.
No, because Mommy's not working. once you get meditation, a solid grasp on meditation, you can do guided meditations that are going to take you to meet somebody who has crossed over. And if you're able to do that, you can slowly build up mediumship skills to where you will no longer need to do that. And it'll be like a breakdown process. Okay. I wish you all luck in mediumship. So that's what I have to say. I'm pretty sure I should talk longer about it, but my kids are running about, my dogs are running about. So quick, just side note here, and I'm sure I'm positive I am not the only one doing this. I have been hoarding books like crazy. But I just got this one today, and I got like 3 others yesterday. Backwoods Witchcraft, Conjure, and Folk Magic from Appalachia. I don't think I'm saying that right.
Hey, Mom.
But
Give me that piano thing.
I really, really love folk magic, so I'm excited about these. The finger piano. So another thing I've been binge buying is instruments. Watch out. And I'll show you this one. This beauty is called a kalimba. And listen to it. Oh, I can't. Sounds like wind chimes. It's beautiful. So I hope you are all doing something positive, if at the very least just staying sane as we continue along in quarantine. And if you are an essential worker, thank you for still being there and working. All right, you guys, blessed be. I hope you all have a fabulous week. If there are any questions, comments, concerns, always drop them down below. And again, when it comes to wild crafting, which I messed up thinking was this week, I'm pretty sure it's next week. If you want to do it live, I think I am going to wild craft some brooms and maybe some pentagram wreaths. And if you have any ideas or if you want to see something being made, let's get down to it, guys. All right, blessed be. I hope you're all staying safe. All right, take it easy.